Okay, I'm going to show you how to make a banana guard from Adventure Time out of Legos. You'll need a saw and maybe a pair of cutting pliers, and it's good to have a small file for shaping the pieces. And finally, you'll need some putty that will harden, like Mighty Putty or something. So I start with these octagon pieces, which I think came from a Aquanauts set, but if you don't have these, you can find them on eBay or the Pick-a-Brick website. And notice that 4 of the sides have these supports and 4 of the sides have these empty spaces. It's very important because you're going to want to put the arms on the sides that have the empty spaces in there, because you have to make a hole in that side. And I do that with a drill. I find that a 5/32 sized bit works well for making armholes. So again, I make sure I'm lined up on the sides that have the spaces and mark the height that I want the arms to be. And then I drill the holes. Now, if the arms are too tight, you can go to a slightly larger bit, or you can just put the drill in there and wiggle it around to make sure they fit. You want the arms to be tight enough to stay in the holes, but loose enough so that they can move. And then I put the cone on for the head. Now, banana guards heads aren't that pointy, so I'm going to have to cut the top off of that cone. So I mark on there the height that I want, and then I use my saw and just cut it off. And I'll just finish it off with a pair of pliers. Okay. Then I take some putty. This is wood putty. It dries very hard and it dries quickly once you mix it up to activate it. So I mix it together into a little piece and put that on top of the head and shape it into a kind of a dome. Now, for the legs, they won't fit inside that piece, so you have to take a file and make the space between the legs wider. And when it's done, see, there's a very wide space between the legs, which will allow it to fit up inside that body. To get it to stay tight, I take some more wood putty and I just fill in that bottom space, and then while it's still soft, I'll put the legs inside there. And now once that putty hardens, I just take some glue and stick the legs in there, and then they will stay put. And then I smooth out the dome with a file once that putty on the top is hard, and then just apply some paint. Now for those little nuts or whatever on the heads, I just took a piece of plastic pipe and cut some little shavings off. You could use anything that's the right color, maybe a milk jug or something, and then I just put some glue on there and applied these little shavings. Now he just needs a face, so I just take out my Sharpie, and their faces are very simple. Just draw that on, and there you go. Banana cards.